Yo, do you mind if we do this another time? I'm eating right now.
Just present the argument.
Really?
Oh, come on, damn it.
Okay.
Wait, when can you talk? Wait, when can you do?
Well, I'm gonna be off later because it's already like 10:20 for me, and I gotta wake up in the morning. So I'm gonna be here for like a max like another 20-30 minutes.
Okay, we can just do it then. I mean,
okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay.
Great. So the argument.
So, do you just want me to like run name the trait? I can just do that.
I just want an argument for veganism.
Would like an argument that you should be vegan? I mean, I wouldn't have an argument for that. I would just like
just give the argument that veganism is morally superior.
I mean, if you just mean that like my preferences align with veganism, that's just I can't really give an argument for that.
Okay. So you're admitting you don't have like reasons to believe that like veganism is morally superior?
No, I mean my preferences just align with veganism, and it just seems to be consistent. Yeah.
So what do you think NTT achieves? Like, what is it? Like, what is like the project sought out to do? Like, convince me?
I mean, it just drives that consistency in your view. So like, I mean, what trait do you hold?
Wait, so I don't understand. If my view is inconsistent, therefore I should commit to like veganism. Like, I don't understand.
No. That's not the claim I'm making. Okay. Like, I'm not making the claim that you should be vegan. I just run a consistency test, and if you value things like consistency and stuff like that, then yeah, you're just kind of self-motivated to go vegan anyway.
Okay, so just
yeah. So I mean, so what is your trait? I mean, you're aware of the rhetoric, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so the idea is for like, what trait of an animal that true of a human would make it not okay to have like a human holocaust?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or animal holocaust, whatever. Well, yeah. I mean, that just presupposes that like value or like moral values held in properties. I don't see why I would hold that.
Sorry, wait. Sorry, could you like rephrase that? I don't know what you mean by that.
So
what does it assume?
Yeah, so the idea of naming the trait is to say that what's going to be like the demarcation between moral value between some like aggregate of traits that is going to be like somehow co-equal to a human, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, the idea is to presuppose that like moral values held within these predicates or traits, properties. Do you have an argument for that?
Well, yeah. Like, I mean, yeah. Like given like an argument for that. I mean, there's the deduction tree that you can refer to. I can pull that up.
I don't understand how like a dialogue tree or whatever reduction tree, like a reductio, like I don't understand how that's going to be reason giving. Like I can just bite the bullet on whatever like tree you're trying to give me.
I mean, I can explain it. When you have like two.
I'm not really interested in like these intuitive like you're trying to illuminate this like reductio, right? If my position, like I don't really fall for like I don't really, I just want to know if you don't have an argument, that's fine. And if you just like first admit you don't have an argument, then I'm down to like look at it and like maybe like engage with the reductio or whatever you're trying to present now. But if it's just seemingly the case that like you don't have an argument that like moral values held within some conglomerate of like traits, then like NTT just like isn't interesting.
Sorry, wait. An argument for what? Could you repeat that?
Yeah, so NTT presupposes that moral values can be held within traits, and if it's just not the case, you have an argument for that claim or proposition, then it's just not going to be the case that NTT is going to be interesting for me.
You want an argument that like if you have like two different objects and then you're trait equalizing between those two objects, that there's like value that drops off under your view? Is that what you're looking for?
Sure. Yeah. Like if the idea is that moral values held within a set of traits, I just want to know the argument for that. Like, what's the contradiction? Me saying it's a case I value something, I have moral value for some entity, and not because of the traits that compose the entity. Like, do you like take that to be like some contradiction is going to be entailed from that expression?
I mean, yeah, like because you understand how trait equalization works, right? Like, it's a series of possible worlds, and you know what a possible world is, right?
Yeah. Yes. But so
yeah, it's like okay, so it's like.
But what's the contradiction in that expression?
Yeah.
Because you said yes. I just want to get clear. So elaborate on what the contradiction would be from that expression.
Yeah, it's like if you. So I guess if you're like.
Wait, for clarity, when you mean trait, you just mean like a predicate, right?
Yeah, I just mean a proposition true of the given being.
Okay, and when you mean like
like
the way I understand like predicates, you just mean like presumably you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you mean something like a neo-Fregean view of like some ontologically incomplete thing that's going to be like an instantiable in some entity and does not obtain insofar as itself, like in rebus, like say baldness, right? Like there's going to be a property of bald, but you don't take it, there'd be like an entity mind independent that which is bald. Is that what you mean by predicate?
I mean, wait, I don't use the term predicate. I just use proposition for what a trait is.
So a trait is a proposition?
Yeah, it's a proposition true of the given being. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like, based on trait equalization.
So I don't understand. All you mean by trait is fact about the entity?
Could you say? I mean, is the term unclear?
Well, I just take it fact just means true proposition.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And let's say you have a being. Okay. Yeah. And then.
So the idea would be.
So and what you're saying is if you have a like I think I mean I have to draw this out, but I believe the possible contradiction is that it's both true and not true that the given being is valued, because as your trait equalizing, its moral value is a proposition true of the given being within trait equalization, right? So if there's some point where you just don't value that given being anymore, then there's a point where moral value dropped off. So I just want to know where that point is. But if you're claiming that like you can just not value a given being at some point, I just don't understand.
So I'm not clear. What would be if there's an entity and there's going to be an aggregate of facts for that entity? What is the like I don't understand. In some other possible world, the moral value is going to be like dissonant from the value of the actual world, or let's just say some other possible world where it's going to also retain the same facts. Like, what's the contradiction in saying the other possible world holds different moral value for the same set of facts?
Wait, yeah, because a moral value is a fact of that being. So if it has different, like, that's a contradiction.
Then I'm not clear what you mean by moral value.
Well, moral value would be a proposition true of the given world too, right?
I'm trying to understand what you mean by moral fact. Or moral value.
No, moral value. Yeah, just that you. Like, I mean, NTT is usually indexed to, like, the context of not killing a being. So in that sense, it's just, under your view,
I don't think that's like an analysis. I just need, like, an analysis of the term use of, like, moral value. Because now
that's what I explained. It just that you just prefer it to be killed.
Okay, so then what would be the contradiction in saying in one possible world, for the same set of facts, I have some preference. In a different possible world, I have the same set of facts and a different preference. I don't see where a contradiction.
Then it sounds like you misunderstand what a trait is, because then it would have different facts.
Again, I said, did you not hear the hypothetical? There's going to be the same set of facts exclusive to the moral value, and if if moral value just means preference state to some entity, then there's going to be some same set of facts that have different preferential value in two different possible worlds.
Vega, just say yes. Oh my god.
Wait, what? Sorry?
No, don't help him out. Just like let him.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I gotta go very soon too, so I can like.
No.
Wait. So do you think there is a contradiction in having different preferences, like preferential value for the same set of facts in two different possible worlds?
Yeah, because
what's the contradiction?
The preference for the being. Yeah, because a preference for the given being is a fact of that world. So if they have the same facts.
Wait.
Then,
oh my god, dude.
Wait, that seems like a very idiosyncratic notion of like preference. What do you mean by preference then?
Yeah, like, so preferred by monkeyboy is a fact of that being.
Holy fuck.
It's just gonna be like some. Like,
Wait, what's wrong with that?
Mason, stop talking. Look,
Oh,
so are you just saying that there's gonna be like some relative desirability for that entity, or like some desirable thing for the entity? Like, what do you mean by preference then?
Are you serious?
Wait, you're confused on what I mean by preference?
Yeah, I am.
I just mean your like, wait, sorry, what's your confusion about preference?
Yeah, I'm not clear what it means.
Wait, when you have like a preference for being not to be killed, you don't know what I mean when you say that. When I say that?
Yeah.
Wait, so wait. I mean, what would you take that to mean?
Well, the way I can characterize preference is just going to be some way in which an agent desires some state of affairs to be.
Yeah, sure, we can use that.
Okay, so what's the contradiction? And an agent has some set of facts in two different possible worlds, and they're the same set of facts, but the agent desires a different state of affairs between the two state of affairs.
Sorry, could you tell me your definition for preference? I want to write that down. Could you repeat that? What you just said?
Some desirability upon a state of some relative desire for an agent of some state of affairs.
Relative desire for some agent based on what?
Of some state of affairs.
State of affairs. Okay.
Wait, so my definition characterizes your term use because you invoked preference. So I tried getting clear, and now you're using the semantic content of the way I can characterize the term use that you invoked. So I just want to get clear if you're signing off that my definition characterizes the way you use like the language.
I mean, yeah,
Okay, yes.
I mean, I kind of took it to be primitive, but yeah, if you want it to be boiled down more, then yeah, sure.
Oh, so wait. I mean, I don't think it would be interesting to go like by what I mean about a term you invoke. Like, I don't see why I would do that. If like I'm trying to argue against your
what's wrong with
position,
that? What's wrong with that?
Well, I just take it that if I'm trying to like criticize your view, and there's going to be an understanding you have of the view, and you express certain like terms, and I try characterizing them the way I interpret the terms, and you're saying that's not the way I use them, but we can argue that way, then seemingly that's just not how your view that's not actually your view, right? Because you wouldn't actually undertake this like semantic notion under the view that as you like take it. Look, so we could just take if you just take like preference to be semantic primitive, then your entire position seems opaque because it just seems I'm either unacquainted with like what preference means, or you're not capable of illuminating, given it may not be definitional, the sense of the term, in which we're just gonna have like some impasse, right? So I guess we can go back to like my definition, given that yours would just like bottom out at like the semantics. Yes, I don't understand if there's a set of facts and an agent desires a world to be a different way. I don't understand what's the contradiction there.
Okay, so and then you said if there's two given worlds with the same facts and you have a different preference for each world, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Two worlds with the same proposition set. So yeah, okay. So what my contention is here that,
and of course the preference itself is going to be the fact that's excluded of the two worlds. So of course don't try building in the preference into the two worlds.
Why is that?
Fact.
Why not?
Because I just take it that when I'm talking about the facts, I mean of their environment, right? And then when I mean preference, that's referring to their mental state, right? And they have two different mental like attitudes towards the environment they're endowed in.
That was epic. Sorry.
Could you repeat that? Sorry.
Yeah. So the idea is that there's going to be two environmental facts of the state of affairs they're endowed with, but they have different mental preferences towards the environment they're in. Or I guess you can say mental attitudes.
Yeah, I still don't see why that wouldn't be something true of
the environment.
Is there a contradiction by that? Yeah. No, like, because if you're making some claim Look, if you're making some claim about a given world, you realize that your preferences becomes a proposition that's true of the given world too, right? Like
but
basically,
look, what I mean by world in this context is I mean specifically environment.
I'm not being clear.
And I don't take it that like facts of the environment are facts of the mind.
Hold on, I just take a world to be a maximum proposition set.
Oh well, that's not how I use it.
Okay, I mean, wait, that's irrelevant. Why does it matter how you use it? Because all I'm doing is trade equalizing between A to B. So we have like some set amount of possible worlds, which is a maximum proposition set. And what we're doing is we're changing an aspect of each world. If you're telling me that there's two worlds with the same
well, now this just seems like retarded. Because if all you're saying is that if there's two state of affairs that have,
can you not cut me off?
Look, if all you're saying is that there's going to be two state of affairs or two worlds in which there's going to be the same set of facts, is there going to be like a difference between the worlds? Then no, that's just like a truism. Like I don't understand.
No, wait. I want the contradiction. You have to lay out the contradiction that sorry, wait.
Look, but all you're saying is that if there's two possible worlds and there's going to be the same set of facts for the two worlds, what's going to be the difference between them? I'm not denying that.
Wait.
In that that cash out.
Hold on, monkey boy. You're just ignoring what I'm saying. I want you to explain why your preference of that world is not a proposition true of that world. Can you explain that?
Again, when I said world, I told you I meant environment.
Well, that's not what I mean. Wait, why do I care what you mean? I just explained. I care about.
What do you mean? I thought we were working with my definition now.
No, wait, just because we worked with your definition for preference doesn't mean we're working with every definition you give.
But look, the issue is that I take it that yeah, but then we're just reaching a misunderstanding in term use again.
Yeah, well, I just explained what a possible world is. Do you misunderstand my definition or something?
Yeah, you just mean like the aggregate of facts, right? And if you're saying that there's two possible worlds that which have the same facts, how would they retain the same facts? Again, that's just like a trivial statement. I'm not disagreeing, right? But that's not the way I understood that.
No, Monkey Boy, can you explain why your preference for that world is not a proposition true of that world? Can you explain that? Is there a contradiction there?
No.
Okay, so
under the way you use the terms, no.
Okay, great. So do you agree with it? Like the way I use the terms, that your preference for that world is a true state of that world? Yes or no?
Sure.
Great. So then if you have two worlds with the same facts and you state that one world does not...
No shit, we never disagreed. If you're saying that there's two worlds of the same facts... Sorry, what was the contradiction I said?
Yeah, so
sorry, what's the contradiction?
You said there's two worlds with the same facts, but both of them have different preferences.
Are you retarded or can't you track? Because what I said, sorry, retard. Wait, retard. Sorry, no. Look, retard. What I said is very clearly, I'm not using the same definition of world and of preference that you are, right? And given my semantic hash out by my lights, yes, it would be coherent to say that one has two different preferences and two possible worlds in which the possible world semantics can be consistent with saying one has different preferences. And all I mean by preferences is mental attitudes towards the agent's environment, right? There's no contradiction there, right? But under your schematic and the way you have like cash out these terms and your semantic theses of what you mean by possible world and what you mean by preference, of course I'm not denying that. Of course that's a trivial like thing.
I mean, I think I laid out the contradiction clearly. Both, like, under your view,
what is the contradiction?
Don't have the same.
No. Look, if the only way, idiot. The only way you can have a contradiction is if we take the same proposition and we negate that and conjoin them. You understand that, right? And you understand that? No. If I have the same expression and different semantic content for the actual terms contained in the expression, then there's not going to be a disagreement if I'm expressing different mental content. Using the same terms, idiot. Idiot. I understood, and I just said under your cash out of the terms, it's trivial. I said I wasn't using the term possible worlds in the way you were using it. I don't know why you can't track. You're such an idiot.
Wait, so why? Oh, so okay.
Oh, wow.
My definition,
wow, Monkey Boy was just not using the same terms. How could I not have realized that? Look, if all you mean by possible world is some world of which has a set of facts, and you're saying for the two worlds, they have the same set of facts for which there can't be dissonance, obviously that's true. That's a tautology, right? And no one's disagreeing that. What I was disputing was what I meant by the term use, right? You, look, first of all, I don't know you weren't understanding because I was saying what I meant by possible world is some external environment. And what I meant by
But
preference,
I defined it already.
sorry, what I meant by preference, what I meant by preference
okay.
is some mental attitude towards the state of affairs they're endowed in. That's the disagreement. You're just so bad at tracking. It's like hilarious.
Can I hop in?
Wait, what did I track? I mean,
What did you not track? The fact I defined a possible world as it being a world that is external to the mind of an agent. And what I meant by preference is a mental attitude towards the state of affairs the agent is endowed in, right? And given that semantic notion of what I meant when I expressed that someone can be there can be two set of facts in two possible worlds while there's different preferences, and you said that's a contradiction. You're retarded, right? Because that's not using the terms in the same sense.
That's not what I said.
Sorry.
I said under my term usage, you maintain the position that
I wasn't using your term usage, idiot. That's the thing. This is what I'm talking about. You're not tracking. Look, this. No. Look, this is what I'm talking about. You're not tracking, right? Because
I mean, let Mason say
I wasn't using your terms.
Holy shit! Nobody gives a fuck who's using whose term usage. It's over. Okay. Vega.
Okay.
No. Keep going. No, wait, just keep going. Just let finish. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know why this guy's interjecting. Look. Yeah. So I don't agree with your position using your terms in the way you use them. Are we clear?
Wait, but I'm running the trait equalization based on my term use. Is there a problem with that?
Yeah, but all you meant by trait is some fact of an agent.
Yes, and what I meant and what you said a fact was a true proposition.
Yeah, but look, like I'm saying, the reason I disagree with NTT is because I have radically different senses of the terms, right? All you're saying when you say
that's a semantic dispute. No. It doesn't change trait equalization.
Look. I'm not. Look, I don't know why you have this bad need to like overtalk me. Look, when you say you're asking like stupid questions now under your view, because if what you're asking by name the trait, and all you mean is the trait of some given entity, and a possible world is the aggregate of facts of whatever state of affairs, and for every possible world they're the same. All you're asking is what fact of an entity that is not a fact of that entity changes the fact of the entity. That like under your view, it's just an a priori truth that of course you can't deny the trait if the trait is a true proposition, because then you're just denying it's a true proposition, and of course that would entail contradiction because it's just then true and false, right? But again, I'm not clear of the folk, or like not maybe the folk, but how other people use NTT. I've argued with others using NTT, and given my priors, this seems highly idiosyncratic. Maybe it's not. I don't know if maybe there's literature that you're using as some recourse for this specific like lexical norm of or like way of articulating named a trait, but it's not the case. This is how I'm familiar with. And yes, under your view, it's just a truism. We never disagreed. This was like retardedly like this was just like a retarded view. All you're saying is like asking someone what non-fact of a fact makes it the case that like this is just like such a like under your view it's just a stupid line of questioning.
What? Wait, what? Why is that? No, wait. I mean, I can.
It's just like asking what contradiction do you commit to.
I don't think that's the case. I mean, I can be clear about what I mean. So when we ask to trait equalize between a human and a cow, right? Yes, like.
Yeah, you just mean what fact?
Is a maximum proposition set. So as we go through each possible world, yes, each world has its own true facts.
Why is this room called monkeyboy versus theist? What? I'm not debating a theist.
Oh, just a troll.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry. So as we're transitioning through possible worlds, the facts are changing, and we're just saying like, okay, at what point does moral value drop off? We just want to know that point.
But by moral value, you just mean a preference, and what you mean by preference under my lights, it's just some fact. That just means...
Yeah, sure.
But you don't understand.
I mean, if you're asking... Your preference on the world is a fact, yeah.
Look, if you're asking what trait... Then, I mean, if what you mean by fact... Because this doesn't make any sense. My understanding of what you're saying is that what trait of an animal, if true of a human, would make you value that animal just as much as a human, right? I'm not. Can you maybe like word it better than me? I don't like the way they produce like entity. Like what is the phrase? What true of animal, of true of human? Like that expression. Can you like say it better? Because I'm not.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's just what trait is true of a cow that if true of a human would justify killing humans for food.
Okay, so if what you mean by trait is some fact of it. And for what fact different of a cow, if different of a human, would make you be fine with killing a human?
I can make it clear. Like, I can make it even more clear. I'm just asking, like, on your current moral view, if all traits true of a given human who has moral value are switched to match those true of a given cow who doesn't have moral value, is there a point in the trait equalization process where its moral value is lost? And yeah, you affirm that there is a point. So I'm just asking you where that point is.
But by preference, you just... Because it doesn't even make sense, because by preference, you just mean fact of the entity.
No, wait. I'm using your term use of preference, but I'm saying the preference true of that world is a fact of that world. Like, Monkey Boy's preference of X world is a fact of that world. Like, you agree with that, right? That's just
Monkey Boy, please say no.
What?
Oh my
but
god.
I don't understand, because my mental attitude isn't gonna.
I mean, yes or no. I asked a yes or no. Can you give the yes or no?
Wait, reproduce the question.
Yeah. So I'm set. Oh, what did I just ask? Okay.
Well, I'll just
look. What I'm not understanding is that you're asking what different of a human.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. So I'm saying like Monkey Boy's preference for X world is a fact of that world, right?
Say no.
And why do you say? I mean, you should say yes. But...
Don't say yes.
Wait, Mason, please stop. You're like making me lose my train of thought.
I hate you people. Just
reproduce the question again. Here, I'm gonna need a mute, Mason.
Sorry. Wait. The standard name the trait question. Like. Oh, sorry. The question I just asked you.
Chat monkey.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can write it down. Is monkey reference world X proposition true of world X? So is yes or no to this question?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, like, literally, all I'm asking you is in what world throughout the transition from a cow to a human, from a human to a cow, does this drop off?
Yeah, but look, the issue why I'm confused. Hold on, look. The issue why I'm confused is because it seems that maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like you're like flipping and flopping from facts of the entity to the facts of the world, which is the aggregate of all facts. Right. So if I had, let's just say I'm standing here, and in my like perspective, I see like a cow in front of me, and standing next to the cow was a human, and I say, what fact of the cow would make it that if we changed it for a human would like make you want to like consume the human? For me, the issue in that scenario is the fact that it's not facts of the actual entity. It's my mental attitudes, right? And it may not be the case that the facts of the entity are going to be the antecedent conditions for that mental attitude.
No, but yeah, your mental attitude is still something like that. Like for the given cow, it would have the proposition. The proposition true of the cow would be Monkey Boy disprefers the cow, and then the proposition true of the human would be monkey. Sorry, going back to the cow, it'd be dispreferred by Monkey Boy, and then for the human, it would be preferred by Monkey Boy. So then I would just name the trait to index to that preference ask you.
I don't think you're understanding. What I'm trying to say is that in the scenario I elucidated, there it's me. It's like talking about the facts of the entities. But when I say my mental attitude, that's talking about a fact of me, not a fact of the two entities. For which, if we're to change the facts of them, would there be an exchange in more value, right? It's going to be a fact of my mental attitude towards the entities themselves, right? And it could be the case that I can radically alter the properties of the entity, and that entity still like diachronically retain some identity, even if it's to like be radically different over time, in which the entity itself, like this is like a view of particularism, where the entity itself is going to retain the moral value, and not the given.
Hold on, if you're an anti-realist, I don't know what you mean that you're a particularist.
What do you mean?
I mean, I just don't find that statement to be meaningful. I mean, I don't agree with it.
What's the contradiction in particularism and anti-realism?
No, because particularism is just where like, what is it? Moral features make something good or bad.
Oh well, that's not the sense. I don't understand that.
Right? No. You use that descriptive sense, but yeah, but like ontologically, that wouldn't be different from like the descriptive sense of universalism, because if you aggregate all your
no. Look, the way I understand
that would just be a principle, right? Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. No. I mean that's fine. I know what you mean. Like I know what you mean. You just mean it in the descriptive sense, which is fine. I just don't see that statement to be meaningful, like meaningfully different to universalism in the descriptive sense. Because if you aggregate all your particularist views, and that would just warrant one principle, right?
I am
or some overarching
no
principle.
clue you're talking about.
No, because universalism is just having a principle. But if you're reducing both to this descriptive sense, then if we aggregate all your particularist views, that would just become a principle. However, if you're a realist, there would be this ontological difference because the thing that makes a given moral event true is its moral features. That's what makes it good or bad.
Look,
but anyway,
maybe I'm using terms.
That's fine.
Okay, look, all I'm trying to say is, like, in the scenario in which there's a cow and a human in front of me, right? We're going to be talking about facts of them, right? So when I say my mental attitude towards the entity, that's a fact of me, not a fact of the two entities put forward.
Yeah. So that's why we trait equalize between a given cow and a given human. Like the way you described it, it was like you're kind of metamorphizing the cow into a human, and then you would like maintain it because of its identity.
How's this a response? I think that's what you said. I'm talking about in the instance.
Sorry,
what I'm trying to say is that there's going to be a mental attitude towards the actual entities. I mean, there's going to be a mental attitude, which is going to be the fact that's going to be different in the two possible worlds, right? Not a fact of the two entities put forward.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, so if I put forward a human account in front of you and you ask what true of the human would make you, or what true of the, whatever true of the human, that if true of a cow would make you, like, eat humans or whatever, right? And that fact is not going to be a fact of the actual entities, but a fact of my psychology, right? Or some mental state or something like that, in which that mental attitude is going to be what makes me value one more than the other. The fact isn't a fact of the entities, it's a fact of me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It would be that would be a fact of the entity. Like preferred by monkeyboy is a fact of that entity.
Okay, so then I guess it would just be that would be my trait preferred of monkeyboy.
Yeah, and then I would just run trait equalization indexed on what makes it that you disprefer and prefer the given beings. So I would just ask what trait is true of a cow that if true of a human would make it that you disprefer humans.
Maybe I'm not like self-aware of what those traits would be.
Yeah. Okay. And then that's just like.
But again, that's going to be a fact of psychology, right? I can have a psychological preference and maybe not aware of any trait, right? So it's just going to be.
No, it's fine if you don't have a trait. Like I just can't engage with your view at that point.
Okay.
But if you're saying you're not sure, then you have like no idea at what point in trait equalization that there would be a swap. Then you're uncertain of all the beings within trait equalization. So like. If you added a single cow cell to a human, you'd be unsure of that. But I'm not sure if that's I don't know, you're claiming to say. You could just be saying, like, you're not sure about it, and I just don't have a view to engage with at that point.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is that there's going to be, like, facts in my psychology. And that's what's going to be, like, what conditions, like, these preference states.
Yeah, and there's something, like, and there's something about the being that when you change it from the human to the cow, changing about them that influences your psychology, right?
Okay, well I can just say.
Obviously that would just be a given.
Look, what if I just say the aggregate of all other facts universally is going to be the trait? So that's going to include the point in space and time that the cow is, and all maybe the exact points of particles around it, and given that fact, that trait. That is what's going to allow me to desire to eat the cow.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like the all traits true of a cow trait. It's like the reductio there would just be if you gave that cow like a single human cell, would you suddenly like give it moral value?
No, because it now would be changing. I mean,
I mean, all the facts aren't true anymore.
No. I misspoke. Hold on. Yeah. Yes, I mean yes. I would say if it had a human trait, human cell, then yes, I would value it.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. So then, that's a contradiction. Your trait is both that it's every trait true of the cow and not every trait true of the cow. So now I would ask you just the question again.
What do you mean? Wait.
Like, what's your next
There's
trait?
no contradiction. Look,
no. Wait. Let me be clear. Like you said, every state of the cow, its position in space and time, etc. That would include like its genetic.
But that's what makes me not
like that, right?
not value the cow. So now if it adds a new fact into the batch.
Wait. Let me finish. Let me finish. So if that's what you were saying was true of the cow, and then you affirm that me adding a single cell, which would change that, would still maintain value, then that's
what do you think the contradiction is that I said?
Yeah, it's both your trait is and isn't everything true of the cow.
And I don't know where you're getting that.
You literally just said like its position in space and time and everything true about the cow.
That's what makes me not value the cow, is what I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so now if there's a change in fact...
That was your answer to the question, yeah. So if there is a change in fact, and that's your answer to the question, then yeah, the contradiction is that's the trait and isn't the trait. But if you're just saying...
you're going to need to draw the contradiction out, because I don't see how you're deriving that contradiction.
Okay, wait. The trait is...
Also, I got to go very soon. Like, right out... I'm already pushing this, but like, right after this debate, I got to go. I know. Yeah, I wanted to talk. I heard Balance wanted. Eric wanted to talk to me.
Wait. I put the contradiction in BC chat.
The trait is and isn't everything true of the cow.
Yeah, because that's what you said. You said everything true of the cow is what.
Fallen. What do you mean? I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
Anyways,
is what doesn't make it have more value. So yeah. But.
Oh. Well.
Yeah. So
yeah. I don't see where you're getting that contradiction.
Wait. What are you confused about?
I'm not clear. How am I saying the trait is and isn't everything true of the cow?
Monkey Boy, if you have to go, we can. Me and you can. We can set up a debate on this.
Oh no! Yeah. I was only told to debate this to stall something else out. I don't really debate NTT or anything like that.
Before you go, let me try to clear it up. So
look, I don't understand, because what I'm saying is that the reason why I don't value the cow is given the aggregate of facts in the world, right? And given a change in the fact, since the facts are not tautological, then by adding one human cell to the cow, then it doesn't retain moral value. There's no contradiction there.
Yeah. So wait, can I have?
Look, I'm saying world X is valued at P and world Y is valued at Q. There's no contradiction. Literally no.
Wait, that's not engaging. Wait, that's not engaging with what I said. I can repeat it. I asked you what trait is true of the cow. You said its complete position in space, time, etc., which is just everything true of the cow, right? So when I asked you, would you still value the cow if you gave it one human cell, which changes everything true of the cow? Okay.
What?
That changes everything true of the cow.
I'm saying the specific overarching set of facts. Right, and given a change in those facts, which would be the one change of that single additional cell, then the moral value changes.
Yeah, so look. Okay, the red dot is... Yeah. Sorry, what happened?
I thought you were trolling by posting that, but...
No, I wasn't trolling, sorry. Yeah, so look. You see that red dot in the second image? So look, your trait just encapsulated everything true in the first image I sent. And it would not apply to the second image I sent. So, and then you told me you value the being in the second image.
No.
Oh, sorry. You don't value it. Sorry. You don't value the being in the second image.
The first one I don't value. So the second one I value.
Wait. Oh, so you do value it if you insert like a single human cow cell?
I don't know how you're like so bad at tracking, right? The idea is that the entire set of facts, right? And let's call that specific set of facts set glob, right? And now a single change in that set of facts is no longer is going to be set glob.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so now...
I might have misheard you, but so...
Yeah, so I already told you, I value set X at value P, and I value set Y at value Q. No contradiction.
Okay, yeah, no. I want to be clear. You're saying you don't value the first image, but you value the second image.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so that's a reductio. It's like... What's the difference between a holocaust? Yeah, the difference between a holocaust of cows and not holocaust of them is inserting a single human cell. That's a reductio.
No, you're such an idiot. I don't know how.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
The idea is, look. Let's say I ate.
That's just a standard reductio. Do you
look. Let's say.
What's stupid about that?
Oh my god. Yeah, you're not listening. Look. If I say I want to eat, I kill a cow to consume, and the reason I killed it is because, let's say, like some time frame, and between that time frame there's going to be a set of facts the entire world is, right, the entire universe. Now, if I change a single particle between that world and a different possible world, now for the first world, which is going to be the world I live in, and we say that the set of facts is set x, right? And I value it at p. Now, in the next world, which is world y, since it has a different particle, right? One different particle.
Yeah.
Now it's going to have a different set of facts, given one fact is going to be added to the previous set, which is not contained in the previous set, right? So now I don't hold that same moral value, which is going to be q for set p.
Yeah, I mean,
what p?
That's fine by me. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
why? Sorry.
You didn't have to say all that. I just agreed to that. I'm just saying
I don't understand how that's a reductio.
Is that a single particle change is the difference between a Holocaust and not a Holocaust. That's the reductio.
Okay, then I'll bite that bullet. Great.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm a new candidate there. Sure.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds good.